What's up, everybody? Oh man, I need to fix these colors. Woo! Not great. Let's. Wow, I look pink. I look pink. Wow. Wowzers. Okay. That's weird. All right. Well, let's see what we can do about that. Oh, that's more pink. That's so much worse. Oh my goodness. That's bad. You know, I should have tested these settings out a little bit more. This is, just prime example of why you need to test stuff out. Today has just been, whew, it's been a wreck getting this live stream ready to go. I'll tell you what. So forgive the look right now. We'll try to figure that out. Maybe I'll just desaturate a tiny bit. What do you think? Maybe I need to go a little orange. That's it. That's the look I'm going for, guys. And also, I like the Hulk green look. I think is also really a solid look. I figured it out. I had a LUT on there. My bad, y'all. Okay, now I can actually saturate this again. Here we go. But hey, how's everyone going? How's it going? So every single time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go live. I just clapped in front of the microphone. Sorry, that's actually a clap sync. I did it on purpose, obviously. And every time I'm about to go live or whatever, something happens. Something always happens where I'm like, this is gonna be close. I'm gonna be cutting it really close. That's exactly what happened again. So, I just did like an event. I go and do like photography and videography for this dance company, and my wife and I do it. And I'm still trying to make these settings a little bit better, but we'll see. But we did that, and we actually ran their live stream there. And so all of the stuff that I needed for this, I had a majority of it plugged in, and I was like, where are literally all of my Thunderbolt cables? So I'm scrambling around through all of the gear that we just unloaded and everything, just trying to figure that out. But yeah, but here we are. We're making it work. We're doing the damn thing. So yeah, no. Yes, I know. I was looking super pink. It makes sense if you put like a leaming LUT. If you leave a leaming LUT on, it's like a tight, like a person that makes LUTs. I left that on, but I decided to not use Canon Log today and to use like just the basic standard. No, I guess I use Faithful profile. So yeah, dude. But honestly, like I think this is a good look. Like I think that this is stunning. Honestly, I mean, just look at that, But so what's up, everybody? How's it going? I'm happy that this is finally working and everything. I'm still trying to dial this in a little bit, but whatever. I'll just look a little white and a little pink. It's okay. I think that's just Canon colors on my skin, but what are you gonna do? So, okay, what were we going to talk about today? What were we going to? Something funny happened after the last stream that I was doing. And so I go over, and my wife was home, and she was just in the bedroom hanging out watching a show. I was trying to remember. I was trying to be more specific to make the details even more fun. But it was probably some murder show because that's usually what she watches, It's like one of those situations where I like walk in and they're like, she was just beheaded by her husband. And I'm like, and she's just glued. I'm like, okay. All right. But yeah, so I go in there and she was like, oh, I was watching your live stream. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet, And I was like, why didn't you comment or something? And she's like, oh, like it won't let me. And I'm like, why not? She's like, well, I don't have like a YouTube account. And I was shocked. I was like, wait, really? So today when she was leaving, I was like, she has to be at work. So I was like, but, actually, all you have to do is just sign into your Gmail account on YouTube. It'll work. There you go. But hopefully she's actually going to comment today. So, yeah. But This is actually the very first time I have plugged this in. Well, I used it for like just a split second, but pretty much the first time that I've ever used this microphone. So I know a lot of people, like Bandrew has a review of it, and I believe he did a comparison to something else with it. But once again, I've stayed away from watching him because I don't want to be influenced. But I'll definitely be checking those out as soon as I get done reviewing this on my own. But right now, I actually am using it into a Universal Audio Apollo Twin. And, yeah, I've got like a little compressor on it. Or I got the Neve 1073 on there. And then I've got the 1176 and the LA2A. So, pretty standard stuff here, but I think that they have a profile for the actual, like, for this microphone. Hey, Bandrew, what's up? But I haven't been able to check that out at all. But I don't know if it's actually just on here or what the deal is, but let's see. Let me just... let me just peek around here real quick. No, I don't see it. Andrew probably knows where it's at, but I think it's like there's like a standard thing that they set up for you or whatever. But Terry Shaw, how are you today? Dude, I'm a little flustered. Like I was saying, I'm a little, I got to take a breath. At least the last time that I did a live stream, I was like completely out of breath when I started. At least I wasn't that way, but I'm not joking. 2 seconds left on that countdown thing. I walked in here, put my headphones on, and I was like, let's do this. But yeah, so, other than that, I'm doing solid. I'm doing solid. Just here for your wife's comments. Dude, there could be a show about it, like comments made from a wife of like a audio YouTuber. I'm sure it would be like, it's funny because a lot of it just consists of me being like, oh, this brand just came out with this and this and this and this, and she's just like glazed over, not listening. And I don't ask for like opinions anymore when I'm doing that. I'm like, well, what do you think of that? I don't do that anymore because like I know that it's just me saying it, and it's just kind of, But that's fine. Like I don't expect her to learn everything about audio, so. But there are definitely, maybe that's a episode. I've tried to get her to do this one episode with me for so long, where I go through and I have her listen to like essentially 5 microphones. One that's like really cheap, one that's a little bit more expensive, kind of goes up by like $100 in price, and basically have her rank those based off of, how much she liked each of them, just to kind of see like a person that doesn't, like know much about audio or anything, just having that perspective would be kind of interesting. But, yeah, someone convince her to do this with me, because I really want to. But yeah, Art, what's up, man? Been enjoying the live streams, dude, especially you and Bart. Good times. I love it. Yeah, dude, actually, he was originally, like, we wanted to do another one with him and I today, because personally, I think, like, I have a little bit more fun because it's just nice to have someone to talk to, and, like, just bounce off of each other a little bit. So I do wish he was here, but I actually think what we were talking about, is that we might try to do a live stream together during the week rather than when I usually do them on Saturdays. I think we're hoping to shoot for Wednesday. I'm probably speaking a little too soon, but last I heard we were both good with that day. So we'll see, but it's definitely, they're coming back. There's a thumbnail made, so it's going to happen. It has to happen. So yeah, like, he's so fun. I love talking to that guy. We talk all the time. He's like my best friend, probably. Sorry, wife, if you're listening. Just, but one interesting thing that I've gotten a lot of questions about recently, it seems like it comes in waves. I don't know why this is, but it seems like there are abundantly more comments that come in that are related to either people being like, you need to spend this much to get good audio, or you need to spend this much to, like, be considered, like, to be validated in your purchase, basically. Like, a lot of people are like, like, you don't have a good broadcast microphone until you have the SM7B, like, that's the goal, or the RE20, or like, whatever it is. And I think that's silly. And then there are a bunch of people that come in and are like, this microphone is so overpriced. Like, I use this, and it's literally $60, and I do a podcast on it, and I have 5 people listen to it. No, I'm just joking. But, and I think that's silly. I think that both, like, the whole topic of whether gear matters or it doesn't matter, I think is just dumb. Like, I think it's just pointless, because start doing something with something cheap, in my opinion. Like, go ahead and do that. Like, get the XM8500 and an inexpensive audio interface. Like, go for it. Or even get, like, an inexpensive USB microphone. I think the importance is trying to do whatever you want to do before spending a bunch of money on it. So, because there are plenty of times that I've been like, you know what? I'm going to get into tennis. I'm going to buy a freaking racket, and I'm going to get a nice one. I'm going to get some shoes, and I'm going to get some short shorts. Let's be honest, I already had those. And I'm going to do this whole damn thing, right? And then, like, I go play one time, and I'm like, you know what? Like, mostly just fuck tennis. So, actually, I do like tennis. But, I think that trying those things and starting out small is important, and then, like, building. And it kind of does suck. I understand that a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to spend this amount of money right now just to realize I like it, and then basically waste that money and spend more. And it's like, I don't really look at it like that. I look at it more from a perspective like, you saved so much money if you didn't like it. Or you just, like, sell that stuff for whatever you can. Get the next thing that you want to upgrade to. But here's my take. Super hot take, guys. Super hot take on, does gear matter? Short answer, yes. But expanded answer, more descriptive answer, yes, gear matters if you want to get a certain sound and you're looking for, like, you want to do a certain thing and you want it to be high quality. I don't think that gear matters for everyone all the time, but gear matters in the sense that if you don't have it, guess what? Even if it's cheap, you can't do what you want to do. So gear matters. It's a silly topic, and I was kind of interested to see what, you guys and gals, what your take on the whole gear matters topic is. I think that, like, I guess in a way my answer is both yes and no, but I lean towards yes, because it's just, I think that if I want to get a certain quality out of a podcast or out of, recording a vocalist, guess what? I'm going to need to get a solid microphone. If I want to make an album, I'm going to need to get a solid microphone, some solid processing power, a good DAW and everything. And, like, it's going to make a world of difference. If I do that whole entire thing with an XM8500, I'm really talking about the XM8500 a lot. But if I do that whole thing with an XM8500 and I just try to post-process the hell out of it with some basic plugins, guess what? It's going to sound bad. It just is. It's not meant to do, like, a full album with a bunch of clarity and actually being able to hear everything perfectly. Like, you do need gear and you do need equipment for those things. So, I would just like to see your take on this whole thing. But let's see. I do have some comments here. Man, my mouth is already getting so dry. I do have some comments here, and let's see. Why don't the majority of mic reviewers not test recommend lav mics? Seems of most film industry lav shotgun mic dependent. Dude, that is 1000% honest. That is the truth right there. And, I think that out of all of my videos, I think I have two or three about lavalier microphones. And you're honestly perfectly correct. That's not enough. Like, for how important they are, they should get a lot more attention. I do agree with that. And I do think that a little bit of, when it comes to lavalier microphones, there's a little bit of fear to me when I have used them in situations where I was using a lav and then kind of like a backup shotgun microphone, or vice versa. I kind of always just ended up going with the shotgun. And I know that a lot of people, kind of do that same thing where, they have a lav going and they have a shotgun going. And then kind of whatever gets the best take is the one that they'll use, and get it to sound similar. But I think that, especially when I first started using lav mics, I got some bad results. And I think it put a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. And I was kind of like, you know what? Like, shotgun microphones it is. I'll just have a lav backup, But honestly, in every situation where I've done like some sort of like interview thing or talking head piece where I was recording someone, I used the shotgun microphone take, like, every time. So I think that, yes, they should be more tested out, and I do agree that I personally should be testing them out more. And I do think it just kind of comes down to maybe a little bit of ignorance in the fact that I would say that when it comes to microphones, lav microphones are not necessarily simple or anything, but I know the least about them and I use them the least, if that makes sense. So I think that it kind of comes from my own personal bias, and it is something that I would like to get better at using and use more often. So that was a very long answer for that, but so that's where I kind of stand. What do you think about one of those YouTubers who hates when microphones get in the camera shot? What do I think of them? I think they're asshats. Next question. But no, I'm no different in the sense that I want things to look and be a certain way. It's the same reason why I freaked out when I turned my camera on today and it looked the way it did. I have an expectation, and they have an expectation, and their world does not collide with our audio, focused world. And we love the look of microphones. We think it adds. They don't. And I guess, no, it's not fine. I'm trying to put their shoes on, but you know what? No. Put the microphone in the shot. Make it sound better. There you go. That's what I'm thinking, Oh, I think I missed one of your questions, by the way. That was Wyatt, and sorry, but I forgot to say your name. Sorry about that. I am actually remembering to put him on the broadcast, though. One of the times I didn't do that at all. So, progress. Yeah, so here we go. Wyatt Crow. Dude, that's like kind of a badass name, if I'm going to be honest with you. Let's see. Have you ever heard about Green Bean Studio Voice XLR mic? Retro look dynamic mic. No. Let me see here. Now I'm curious. Let's see. Can I copy? Oh, that's too bad. I wish I could like copy and paste comments, but it won't let me do that, apparently. That's too bad. So, let's see. Green Bean. Oh my gosh. There we go. Green Bean Studio dynamic mic. Let's check this guy out. Oh my goodness. Oh, it pulled up the really green. Let me see if I can figure out how to show you this. Can I? Can I show you this? Oh, yep, there we go. It is showing it. There we are. Yeah, it pulled up this Telefunken M80 super cardioid mic. That thing is really green. Like, holy hell, that's green. That's sweet, though. Hey, this is the microphone I'm using. This is a Universal Audio ST1, standard dynamic microphone. That's what ST1 stands for. And it's the first one, so I'm assuming that's the one. Let's see. Why can't I... I'm not seeing anything. If you have a link, give me it. Give me that stuff. I'd be interested in hearing about that, or checking that out and stuff. So, speaking of vintage style microphones, guess what the next review's gonna be, guys? 5 microphones in one. 5 microphones, 1 review. I try to go through them fast, but holy shit, this has been a beast to edit. I'm gonna be honest. So I go through I can't remember all the names. The BV44, the BV8030, wait, 436. But I go through every single one of them, and they are interesting microphones, to say the least. So, yes. I don't want to spoil it, but I kind of don't give them a good review. I just think that a lot of what these microphones stand for is kind of the opposite of what I stand for. I mean, take the worker bee and the king bee. The reason I like to display these microphones is because initially I pulled them out of the box and I was like, ew, I don't love that, So, don't love the look of it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. And turns out they're great sounding microphones for very inexpensive. So I needed to be better about, not judging a book by its cover, essentially, to say the super cliche saying. I needed to be a little bit better, and personally, I think that these microphones are cool looking. It's cool that they are a little different. You can't really say different because they're not original. Even though this is an original concept in the sense that it is a USB vintage microphone and there isn't really anything. I mean, I guess you could argue that the Snowball was kind of based off of a 1930s or 40s, atomic whatever design. But there aren't really microphones like this in the sense that, they're old school looking USB microphones, which is a little ironic when you think about it. But, I initially saw these and I was like, they are cool and I could understand why some people would want to use them, especially on their YouTube channel, if they want a microphone in the actual camera shot. Maybe they want one that looks a certain way, that looks a little bit older, or maybe there's people that, want them as kind of a cheap, inexpensive prop for, their little online talk show or whatever it is, So I liked the look. And then once I plugged them in, I actually did plug them in on a live stream if anyone was there. It was kind of hilarious, but there are some of them that already had issues straight out of the box. And that was frustrating to deal with. But I mean, all of them, for the prices that they are, they're $89 for the BV Bomb and the BVR. I can't remember. Dude, I'm bad at this. Jeez. Let me see if I can pull up B&H. They won't get mad at me if I show there. I don't think they have them on there, though. No. Okay. I will find them elsewhere. But so there's 2 of them that are $89, the BV4038 and the BV Bomb, which says it's modeled after an old school microphone, but it does look really similar to a Blue Snowball or Logitech Blue Snowball. But so those are both $89, which I think is a little steep for what they are, and the look of the microphones is definitely bumping that price up, So there's this microphone. Where'd it go? The BV44, which goes for $129, which I actually think this one is probably like the second coolest looking one. And so yeah, 129 for this. And the Behringer BV635 is the one that I think is the coolest. It's like the spring mount microphone. And I actually did have it mounted up here for like the last few reviews. And so, I mean, I was already kind of using it as a prop. And, you know, that's kind of what I think a lot of these should be. But for that, I almost wish the components on the inside just didn't work and it was a shell. But the last one is also $149. It's the BVR 84. And that one just looks so phallic. Like, it doesn't get a whole lot more phallic than that. I'm going to just grab it. Actually, let's just do the top-down shot here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I need to take this. I keep forgetting this comments on here. My bad. Take that off there real quick. But yeah, this is the... Dude, I'm so bad at this. BVR 84. And I think it's because there's 5 of these, and I keep trying to remember them all at once, and it's just not working. But this is your phallic boy right here. You know, but this is the one that I was talking about that I think does look the coolest. Man, I need like a light on right here, don't I? Jeez, hold up. That is bright. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, this is the one that I think looks the coolest, the little spring mount one. And this is the BV635. And yeah, like I will probably keep this as a little prop up here, you know, from next to my vintage cameras. You know, it's fitting. So, but I feel like these are overpriced for what they deliver sound-wise. And even though the King Bee was weird looking, the build quality was absolutely incredible and the sound was really good. And so I ended up giving those microphones like A's, like grade of an A. And I'm not going to say what I gave these, but I will say it's lower than that. But the build quality isn't amazing on any of them. There's like the one that I just showed you that I thought that was the coolest, the BV635. It's built okay, and it's actually surprising that that one's built as well as it is because I kind of expected it to be the most cheap feeling, but no, it's actually not. So, yes, but let's go back to some chats. Let's do some chatty chats. Let's see. Okay, so we answered the question about lavalier microphones. I'm trying to see where we're at. Let's see. The Bark Special Clark Technic mic sounded pretty good for what it is. Totally usable. Yeah, no, you're definitely right on that one. It did sound solid. Dude, speaking of Clark Technic, I've been meaning to get my hands on their like inexpensive mic activator or microphone preamp, mic booster, whatever you want to call it. But yeah. Rama something. He left the name the same way. I think it was Ramadan though. I'm pretty sure it was. Do you use microphones on your phone? How if you do? So actually my last review, I don't know if you're specifically talking about like the microphone on my phone. I'm assuming like if I'm going to record a voice memo or anything like that. I don't really use that unless it is for literally that reason. Like I will record a voice memo and that's about it. I mean, I'm not going to like record well, I guess I'd use it sometimes in my reviews, you know, just to show a difference between whether it's like a little on-camera shotgun microphone versus your phone or whatever it is, you know. But I don't really use that. But if I do use my phone and plug into it. The last review that I put out, I use the iRig Pre 2 usually. I also do have the iRig Pre HD, I think is what it's called. Um, that one has like a little bit better build quality, has like a nice gain knob and everything. So that's the one that I probably would go for. It is a little bit more expensive. Let's check what the price is on that one. And but the iRig Pre 2 I think is solid, especially if it's going for $40 like it has been. I think that's a great option. So, one thing I did notice that I kind of forgot to mention, it looks like the iRig Pre 2 is going for 60 again, which like it's still decent. Like it's good, and it's still good for $60. I think that even at $60, I gave it a decent grade, but at $40 is where I think it really nails it. I think that that's the perfect price point for it. And I understand that they're probably like, yeah, shut up. It needs to be more expensive than that, because they're probably right. But no, it's not what is it? The iRig Pre, is it like the Pro or something? Yeah, it's the Pro. So I will occasionally use the iRig Pre Pro. Let me show you a picture of that. This is on Sweetwater. Dude, all my settings are just hiding behind everything. Where are you? There it is. Okay. Yeah, so this is the one. I use this one quite a bit. It's 107 or 108. This is actually refurbished, so I don't know if they're even making it anymore. But I mean, you got 24-bit up to 96 kilohertz. You got phantom power. You got actually a combo jack on it, which is really cool. Yeah, that is another weird thing about this, is it does come with this type of cable. I can't remember what this is. It a MIDI cable? I don't remember. I don't think it is. But it comes with this and like a bunch of different cable options. So it's a little annoying trying to worry about that. With the iRig Pre 2, you just, you have that permanently attached 3.5 millimeter cable, which I mean is fine. It is nice that the other one, you can detach it, because you don't have to worry so much about wearing out the cable and putting it in compromising positions, like in your backpack or whatever. So detachable cable is nice, but I thought it was kind of weird that they did the cable they did, but I'm assuming they kind of had to be able to get the quality where it is. And that's one thing I did notice about the iRig Pre 2 that I did not mention in my review, and it kind of hit me later in the process, is I did feel like if I were to record the same microphone on an audio interface, like say the Scarlett, Focusrite Scarlett Solo, I'm definitely getting a lot more warmth and low end out of that audio interface than I am out of the iRig Pre 2. So it's one thing to consider. It still sounds clean and it still gives you a good sound, but I don't think it sounds as full. Man, I got something in my eye. What is happening? It's terrible. Okay. But yeah, so that's what I would pick. I have also used the Go Vocal, and it's fine. I mean, it's comparable to the iRig Pre 2. I haven't tried any of the smart rig stuff. Who makes that? Ceramonic makes it. And I haven't tried that, but that might be as good too. I'm not sure. So yeah, but one thing I did want to know, and one reason I did want to plug in this microphone in particular, was I was curious if anyone wanted me to put like a certain microphone up against this. We can give it a shot. I'd have to take the post-processing off, obviously, but we can give it a shot. Like the Procaster, we got the SM7B, the RE20, the RE27, the Shure MV7, the Presonus PD70, the Q9U, the Pod mic, the Broadcaster. I have a lot of microphones. Jesus. All right. Suggestions for a microphone to use. Oh, but yeah, if you want me to put this up against one of those microphones, or you can go ahead and name whatever. I'll see if I do have it. I may have missed some. But go ahead, let me know in the comments, and we'll get to that here in a little bit. I'll answer this question from Cobranetic. Yeah. Suggestion for microphone to use in a noisy office environment, I'm assuming, that does not require an audio interface, but has decent enough sound quality to create training videos. I don't want to have a complex setup at work. Well, do I have an answer for you? Probably just go with the Samsung Q2U. I think that's a pretty safe bet in that situation. If you don't want to deal with an audio interface, that's a USB XLR microphone. You can do both later on, so it's sweet. But the Q2U, good product. I think it goes anywhere from like $60 to $70, sometimes $55. If I might be right about that. Let's take a look, skis. Let's take a little look, skis. Yeah, across the board, pretty much $70 right now. Well, just kidding. B&H has a sale on it for $55. So, dude, $55. It's a good deal for that little setup, for sure. So yeah, you just, it comes with an XLR cable. You don't have to use it, obviously. You can just use the USB cable that comes with it instead. It comes with a little stand and everything, a little foam windscreen. I do have a review of this, and I have included it in a lot of other dynamic USB microphone comparisons. But I think that, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good choice. Q2U. I'm trying to think. I mean, the Audio-Technica ATR 2100 is, let me see here. It's comparable to the Q2U, but I do believe it is discontinued, and it got replaced by the 2100X. That one is a little bit more expensive. It gives you a little bit more, like a little higher bump in quality. It's about $100. But if you do find like a really cheap Samsung Q2U or Audio-Technica ATR 2100, you could go for either of those depending on what sound you like. But I do have reviews of both of those. So, yeah. Cobranetic. Sold. Thanks. I have a Procaster and SM48 at home, but Office want to keep it simple. Great, thank you. Yeah, dude, no problem. I'm glad I could help. Yeah, I think you should be happy with it. It'll give you good enough quality and everything. Dude, I am a sucker for the SM48. I like that microphone. I do like that mic. That's a good choice right there. Procaster and SM48. Nice. Actually, the event that I was talking about earlier, I kind of had to do the whole like scheme of. So the way that it works is basically like there are 3 judges, and we send a really long cord to actually 3 SM48s, and then we send that back to, I believe it's like the Behringer HD404. It has like 4 XLR inputs, and then we run that into just like a shitty PC. But I had to like really keep budget in mind and everything, so the SM48 was a fantastic option for that. But dude, they've been used heavily for like going on, I think this next one will be like the 4th year, so this would have been the 3rd. Dude, they're holding up no problem. You can beat the hell out of those things. Awesome. A friend and I love it. I love this already. Okay. Rick on mic. A friend and I were debating. He says that a mic activator would make up for a noisy preamp. What's your opinion? No, it wouldn't do that. Make up for it? No. But, so the way that I look at it is you're not getting a better preamp, right? Like, when you plug that in, you're magically not getting a better preamp. However, it is giving you the opportunity to turn that preamp down. So therefore, you are eliminating a little bit of potential noise from that preamp being turned up more. So yeah, by basically plugging, active. My gosh, by activating phantom power and being able to use that, you're getting like roughly 25 to 30 decibels of clean gain. So no, it does not make up for a noisy preamp, but it can help make that preamp less noisy because it's not being driven as hard. Does that, if that makes sense? Hopefully that answers your question. So you guys are both probably right in a way. So that's my take on it, at least. So I know that there are some other people that like don't really believe in the whole use of mic activators and like think they're kind of dumb. I personally like them. I think that they are good. I'm actually using a Cloud Lifter right now, so I think they're good. I like them. But and honestly, with this microphone, I don't really need to. I just like the gain being as low as it can be. So yes. Um, Rick on mic said, yes, thank you. That's what I was saying. Dude won't listen to me. Dude, tell him to open those damn ears. Jesus. Hey, if you guys like coffee, go to Onyx. They're sponsoring them. I wish, man. That'd be a sweet sponsor. But yes, okay. This took my mind somewhere else, but then I did that, and now I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, it's a problem. It's as bad. This is real bad. Okay, so let's move on now that I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But any ideas? Any ideas for a mic you want me to put this up against? Anything? And also I'm curious, like I know that, kind of the diehards are probably the only people here right now. There's not a whole lot of people here today, which is fine. Like I just like chilling with my boys and my girls. Like I was saying in the last stream, I'm literally 96% male on my channel though, so I think I can save my boys. Seems safe. But yeah, since there, aren't a whole bunch of people, we can definitely. I'm struggling. We can definitely put this up against something. I also am curious, though, just for the few of you that are here, is there something that hasn't been answered about this microphone? Are you interested in this microphone? And, oh, there's a little fuzzy on it. Yeah, like, is there something that you want answered that hasn't been, basically, about this mic? And also, are any of you considering buying this? Very curious. So, yes. But, let's see here. Man, I literally wrote this down. I wanted to talk about one more thing. One thing I did want to talk about with with Bark, if he was going to be on here, and it'll have to be something that I bring up with him too, but you guys are welcome to oh crap, I almost banned someone. Rama something. Boys! Oh yeah, the boys. But I'm interested to know, like, what was your first experience, like, recording like? Like, what did that look like? What equipment did it include? My dad's calling me. It's no big deal. Hey, Dad. I'm assuming you're not watching, because I don't think you would be calling, but maybe you would be. I don't know. Maybe he has, like, some input. Possibly. It's a good dude right there. It's a good fella. Let's see. Oh yeah, so first recording experience. One thing that I thought was really funny that I was thinking about the other day is my first recording experience involved like a really really old MacBook Pro, and this would have been, oh man, when would this have been? 06 or 07? Yeah, I think so. It would have been 06 for sure. Yes. Wait, how old are you when you graduate again? 18, right? So yeah, 06. So that was, yeah. This is literally what it consisted of: an old MacBook Pro And what we got was, you know that microphone that came with Rock Band? It was a USB microphone. You plugged it into the actual console, you know? So I was like, hey, what if I record my shitty GarageBand with this sweet ass Rock Band? I mean, it's literally the Rock Band microphone. We're trying to be a rock band. This is the perfect fit. Perfect fit. So I'd plug it in. We go set up the drums and set up the guitars and everything. Holy hell. It sounded so bad. I wish that I had that recording, but I was like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get why it doesn't sound good. Oh man, that's funny. But so, best part though, we get to vocals, and I'm like, yeah, these vocals are gonna kill, dude. This is a vocal microphone. You know, people are meant to sing into it. You know, makes sense that the drums sounded bad. That comes with the drum set and Rock Band. It's not meant for drums, you know? I probably didn't have that deep of a thought. So we're recording in this like band room that I had at a time that sounds like a school band room, but it was just literally my bedroom. But we called it the band room. So get to vocals, start just slaying vocals, right? And we listen back to it, and I'm like, you know what? This is missing something. This is absolutely missing. It's missing like maybe some like reverb or something. You know, maybe there needs to be a little bit more reverb. I have an idea. Let's take this whole setup, meaning a microphone and a Mac, into the bathroom. Let's go into the bathroom, get that sweet, sweet verb. Let's get in there. It's like the biggest no-no, dude. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. I will say I learned a lot that day. Like, I learned a lot about what not to do. It was very interesting. But, dude, I wish so bad I still had that recording. There are some recordings that I listened to that I did, like, years ago, and it's just, I can't help but laugh to keep from crying. But it was a fun time. But dude, you know, when you're making music, trying to record stuff, it's all about making the memories, about hanging out with your boys. You get it. Rama something gets it. Your boys. You know, and super fun time, obviously. But yeah, so I'd be interested to know if you want to comment here, send me an email, whatever. I want to know everyone's first recording experience. I think it'd be fun. I feel like there'd be a lot of people that went through similar stuff to me. I don't know. I mean, I did like a lot of bad things in that first little sesh. And the funny thing is like at that point, we had been in one studio, believe it or not. Dude, I was young, but we had been in one studio. So I had like a little bit of knowledge in the sense of like what that guy did, but I wasn't like paying attention or had enough knowledge to understand what he was using or anything like that. But yeah, no, it was bad times, but it was also good times at the same time. So yeah, if you want to share your recording experience, first one, do it. But you can always hit me up at audiohotline@gmail.com. I'd love to hear it. So, oh my gosh, I just found a way to make these comments so much bigger. And speaking of which, I don't love to do it, but if you guys do live stream, one thing that you can do if you have a Mac is look into Ecamm Live. That's what I'm using here today, and I am an affiliate with them. So if you do want to check out Ecamm Live, I think you can get like a 30-day free trial. You can click the link down in the description that I'll put in here afterward. Okay. Lots of noises happening. Guess I should have silenced my phone. You know, I'm a little bit bummed. I literally have this camera. Wait, that's not working. Oh, well, I have this camera. It was supposed to have this one working too, but it's not working. Weird. Okay, well, I did have 3 set up, but since I was trying to get set up so super fast this time, yet again, it didn't work. Didn't work out, I guess. I'm using a... Oh. Guys, I'm flustered today. I didn't even plug it in to the ATEM Mini Pro. Oh my gosh. It's a struggle here today, guys. I'm tired, I think. But yeah, so next review, like I was saying earlier, the Behringer vintage microphones, all 5 of them. And honestly, if you're wondering, if you watch this channel a lot and know about the kitty purr tests, dude, I thought that I was gonna have a freaking lawsuit on my hands. I have 2. When it came to making Blue try to do 5 kitty purr tests, dude. I thought the kitty freaking committee was gonna talk my ear off about how I'm overworking him, you know. Kitty labor laws are no joke, man. No joke. There we go. Let's see if this will work now. Oh, look at that. Up close and personal. I love it. Yes. I don't. That's too close, personally. There we go. Okay. We got, I'm assuming it's pronounced Christopher Bean. He said, I was on a seemingly pirated version of Pro Tools with no plugins in a bathroom. Hell yeah. Also having zero knowledge on how to use Pro Tools. It was the best. Oh, man. And a nameless microphone, he says. Dude, apparently a lot of great times happen in the bathroom. I don't know. I don't know where that like knowledge came from though. I wonder if you had that same like knowledge of being like, oh, acoustics sound good in the bathroom. If you're gonna sing in the shower, dude, it's gonna sound great. Like maybe that's what it was. Is that everyone sings in the shower and they're like, oh man, dude, in this bathroom I sound dope. Woo! So that maybe that's it. But we both made that mistake, and that's hilarious. I love it so much. Oh man! But after the Behringer vintage microphone series, I am going to be reviewing another dual capsule little shotgun microphone. It's gonna be a quick little review, but then I am going to be reviewing this guy. But another interesting thing that I'd love to reward the people here. If you're interested in this, let me find the exact model for you real quick before I tell you. But there's going to be a giveaway of 2 of them, I believe, 2. And if you are a live streamer, I think I started saying this sentence a little while ago, but just didn't complete it ever. Lovely. And oh. Love from Argentina. Thanks, Nico. Thanks, man. Love from the U.S. sent back to you in Potato Land of Idaho. So it's Tackstar. Tackstar is the one that is going to be hooking us up with a couple models of their SCM1 portable podcast audio panel. I can show you their website. I don't think they'll get mad at me for doing this, considering they want me to do this. So here it is. If you are interested in winning one of these, definitely, we could totally just pick a winner here right now if you're interested, because why not? I should reward you guys for coming and hanging out with me. We'll give one away right now, and then we'll give one away when the video comes out. If anyone's interested in winning one of these, it's I'm going to show you a little bit more about it. It's an interesting device, but it's kind of like a little bit maybe of like a mock the Procaster or whatever. But I actually think this comes with auto-tune built in, guys. So I don't know why, since it's a podcast sound card, but it does. So, but you know what? I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna knock it till I try it. I'm not gonna try it until I knock it. Both, I guess. Both true. So, if anyone wants to win that, just comment that you want to win it. Whoever comments first, I'll give it to them. This is for real. This is real life. I don't think there are any shipping restrictions. I asked them earlier, and they haven't gotten back to me, but from what it sounded like, it didn't sound like there were any. So, yes, do it. Someone comment, please. Okay, but let's see. Last thing I wanted to talk about, then we can end this stream, and I'll be talking to you guys this next week in a review, not technically talking to you guys. But I think I am going to be still trying to live stream every other week. So I'll stay pretty true to that, but also going to be throwing one in with Bark like I was talking about earlier, probably on a Wednesday at some point. So yeah, if you want to check that out, dope. Do it. So I think that usually we're just going to switch back and forth between his channel and my channel. I can't remember which one we did last. I think we did my channel last, so we'll probably do his. But whenever I'm the host, I feel like I have to pay closer attention to the comments, and I like don't hear him as well, so I'm like kind of ignoring him a little bit. But it's like, I don't know why it's so hard for me to do both of those. So I kind of love it when it's over on his channel. But I'll definitely, post something about when it's going to be if we decide to do that this Wednesday, next Wednesday, or whatever day. So I'll definitely hit you guys up. Well, I won't hit you up personally, but I will put a post in the community or something. And speaking of communities, if any of the members that are, any members are here today, I do want to say a big thank you for always being supportive and always being amazing. You guys are the best. And anyone that does want to join, anyone that wants to join the memberships, there is a join button down in this video, probably once it ends. I'm not really sure, but they're on every video also. So, yes. Wait, I don't know if the plus means that you want to win this Rama something. If you want to win the Taxstar SCM1, is that what that means? I don't know. But I'm assuming, Nico, this is a, oh yeah. That's how I'm assuming that is said. Oh, yes, fun times. But let's see here. What else? There's something else I was going to talk about real quick. But yeah, other than that, appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm trying to stall a little bit before ending because I do want to see if I'm going to be sending this Taxstar to anyone. Membership rules. Wyatt Crow. Yes. Yes. Okay, Rama something. You are the winner of the Taxstar SCM1. Congratulations, dude. Winner. Is there a way I can do confetti on here? I doubt it. Ecamm. All right, fantastic. Hit me up at audiohotline@gmail.com. I'll get your shipping information. I'll give it to Taxstar, and they'll send it right on over. I think I only have like 12 more days to get them another winner, so I don't know how that's going to work. So yeah, but congratulations, you won the first one. Awesome. We'll be trying it out together, It seems like an interesting device. I was looking at it. I do feel like some companies are trying to, separate themselves from other companies by putting different features or whatever in these products. So I feel like the auto-tune feature, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. It'd have to be. But it says it has 9 change voice effects, 9 sound effects, and 24 auto-tune effects. Yes. So I feel like it's kind of them trying to differentiate themselves a little bit. But it is interesting that it's like designed for podcast. Oh, I missed this one. Karaoke, live stream, and broadcast. So they threw karaoke in there. Okay. That makes sense then. I don't know who uses autotune on their karaoke, but good for you. That's cool. So, yeah, fantastic. Let's see. But yeah, my wife is actually watching, and hopefully she didn't hear all the shit that I was talking about her earlier. You know what I mean? I'm just, I'm just joking, babe. I'm just joking. Wasn't real. Cool. Thanks. No problem, dude. Yeah, just hit me up, like I said, on email, and I'll get back to you, and we'll get you sent that right on over. But hey, thanks for stopping by. There wasn't a whole lot of people today. Oh, we just got another viewer. Should I stick around now? But no, seriously, thank you guys for stopping by, hanging out. It's always fun talking with you guys.